The easiest way to access the library catalog is through the library resource page. So we're going to go ahead and click on Destiny Quest, which is our catalog. To enter the library, we're going to go ahead and click on Claggett McLennan Library. This brings you to the traditional library search screen. You can go ahead and log in by clicking on this button in the upper right hand corner. And then you would go ahead and enter your username and password. Your username is your first initial last name, lowercase, no space. Your password is your library number, and if you forgot what that was or never knew, please come see me. Today I want to highlight Destiny Quest, which is a very student-friendly interface that most of our kids use. It has some additional features that I think are really nice. So to go to Destiny Quest, you would click on, in the left navigation bar, Destiny Quest. The welcome screen on Destiny contains 3 boxes. The first lists the top 10 books in our library that have been checked out, top 10 checkouts of the week. The middle lists resource lists, and these are lists that I put together, but if you're interested in having a particular list of books for your students to use, just let me know and I can add that for you. Mr. Feitlinger has a science list. I know Miss Lent has a list. MCBA books are here, mini-term books are here. It can be really useful if you need to direct students to a particular list of books. Also the top arrivals, what's new in the library, you can find in the third box. There's a traditional search screen, but to get to some more features we need to log in. As you can see, I haven't logged in yet. I'm still operating as a guest. So we're going to go up to the login screen and enter our information. Okay, I've entered my login information. We're going to go ahead and log in. Okay, now I'm going to do a quick search, and I'm going to search for Wales. You can see right off the bat some additional options have come up. We can search library titles, and these are books, ebooks, any material that's cataloged in the library. Also, many ways to narrow that search. Reading level can be particularly useful. Also, you can search websites directly from the library catalog, and I think this is an underused feature that is extremely valuable because, again, you can search by grade level, and these are vetted sites, so teachers have taken a look at these and they've pulled the best of the best. It's much more useful, especially for younger kids, than heading out to Google. So we can go ahead and search. Maybe we're doing a unit in 3rd grade on Wales. It will give you a little synopsis and some additional information, and when you click on that, that will take you to the web. With Destiny Quest, you can create personal lists. So looking at our findings from Wales, if I go ahead and click on a title, get some information, and see I can add this to my list, and it drops right into my book bag. I can do that for both books and websites. So I can build my own little research list over here. So this can be valuable for students if they're starting a research project. They can start adding things that they think will be useful, and then they can work out of that list. When I click on a title of a book, you can see it's hyperlinked. It brings up the title details screen. Here you can place a hold on the book. So if this book were out, placing a hold sends a message to the library computer for me that as soon as that book comes back, I need to hold it for you. There's really not a need to place a hold on a book if you're in the library and it's in, because you can just grab it. But it's okay to place holds if you're at home and the book is in, and I will pull that and deliver it to you. You can add it to your list. If it's a book that you've read, you can recommend it to a student or a teacher, anybody that's in our Destiny database. Down here we can get additional information about the book, see if it won any awards, and see if anyone's written a review about it. This is a great little feature where students and teachers can add reviews on books that they've read to our library catalog. An important thing for you to know is that these are all monitored. They go to me first for approval. So kids can't just post wild and crazy things. I can edit them or I can send them back to the kids to have a redo. So that's kind of neat. And those get added right into the catalog for anyone to read. Another neat feature on the title details page is the shelf browse. This kind of lets you take a virtual look at the library when you can't get there in person. So when I click on shelf browse, see, it comes up and actually you can see the books that are on the shelf next to it. We know the Dewey Decimal System is organized by subject, so this can be really helpful in doing any type of a research project for students. They can see what else is available if they found a book that was useful to them or that they've enjoyed. So it's kind of neat. We can just go ahead down the shelf and see what else is available in the library. In the top toolbar, we're going to click on My Info. And this is a way for students to check to see what they have checked out, whether they have any holds, anything in their lists. So where we had dropped those titles into my personal list, we can see the list. And also if anybody has sent you a recommendation, it's always fun. Oh, there's 3 of them here. That's awesome. That can be really fun. It's motivating for kids to get recommendations from their teachers. So I would love to see that feature used a little bit more. Destiny Quest offers an advanced search feature for students who want to narrow down their search rather than just using a very broad search. Also a visual search, which is useful for our youngest students. You can see there's lots of little icons to help them find what they're looking for. And you can access Follett Shelf, which is our ebook library. It is connected right to Destiny. You can check out books, download them right from Destiny, and it's taking a little bit to come up here. Let me pause. We have 34 ebook titles available for our students to download from the catalog. Some great books, The Giver, some of this year's MCBA books are here. Also, to let you know that if you're thinking of a classroom book, last year Leif and Emily used You the Great in a study during mini-term. And some of these books have simultaneous licenses, which means they can be used by more than one person. So their whole class was able to use this ebook for their class project. That works really well with reference books as well. We have a couple of others, particularly, social studies, that can be used by multiple students at the same time. I will make separate instructions on how to download them. It's really easy. You can also read these books right in your browser. The last icon on the toolbar, this little paintbrush, allows students to change their background. So it really allows them to feel like this is their library space, it's their personal space. This is where they can see the books that they've read, they can check the catalog, they can write reviews, they can place holds, they can recommend books to students. And that's Destiny Quest.